Coach got into the car first, then turned around on the narrow path and brought the passenger side door around for me.
前原さんの気持ちは痛いくらいにわかります。いえ、前原さん以上にわかるつもりです。でも、今この場だけはこらえてください。あなたの心は確かに伝わりましたから。だから、こらえてください。
I have a feeling Coach here is, got some plans.
でないと。
もう、わかってます。すみません。さっきはありがとうございました。
I meekly got into the passenger seat. The car accelerated quietly, and Satoko's house grew farther and farther away in the rearview mirror. We made a wide turn, then I couldn't see her house anymore.
え？あなたのお家、そんな遠くなんですか？学校の反対側じゃないですか。
I didn't bother to reply. I would have been hard-pressed to give him an answer as to why I was at Satoko's house. Coach didn't say anything more, either. For a while, the two of us were silent, the only sounds from the gravel spraying over the road as we drove. I remembered how Reina said things were different than last year. At the time, she had Satoshi with her. Satoshi protected Satoko, so that less of the sparks fell onto her.
でも今は、サトシはいない。
はい。残酷ですが、それが事実です。
Coach seemed to understand what I really meant when I said that.
悲しく、あまりに残酷な話ですが、私たちの決意や努力、尽力には限界があります。
It sounded like an excuse, but he was right. Even if Coach and I wanted to be people Satoko could depend on, that was all. It ended at the front door. No matter how much I shouted that I would be her Nini, no matter how much I shouted that I wouldn't abandon her, and no matter how much Satoko called me Nini, I couldn't do any more than that.
サトシは一体どこに行っちまったんですか？
Right. Satoshi was another story. Her actual brother, Satoshi, he was in a position to protect her far, far better than we ever could. That was the cold, sad truth of the massive gulf between Satoshi and us.
今頃、どこでどうしているんでしょう。
Boy, can we relate to this one much better than we could the other chapters. Especially the last chapter, which the whole motive was kind of like facepalm worthy. You know. This one, on the other hand, Jesus Christ. Satoshi left home. I don't know why. Maybe it was because of Oyashiro-sama's curse, or he disappeared or something. In any case, he wasn't beside Satoko now. At the time Satoko needed him to protect her most, he wasn't there.
どうして今ここにいないんですか？一番守ってやらなければならないこの時に。
お社様のたたりがどうとかいろいろ言われてますが、家出したとしか言えません。
ある日を境に帰ってこないって仲間が言ってました。妹の聡子に書き置き一つ残さずに家出を。
サトシ君はコツコツとアルバイトをしてたんです。聡子ちゃんが当時とても大きなぬいぐるみを欲しがってましてね。結構いい値段らしくて、そのためにアルバイトをいろいろとしていたらしいんです。妹思いの兄でしたからね。おじ夫婦のもとで 不憫な生活を強いられている妹に少しでも立派な誕生日プレゼントを贈ろうとしているんじゃないかってみんなささやき合っていました。
In the end, he didn't use his savings for a birthday present for Satoko.
サトシ君がいなくなり、警察がいろいろと調べたら、
I don't know. I mean, they could be doing the stereotypical, oh, these are girls. What would girls in the early 80s have wanted? I know, huge stuffed animals. That could be the whole reason behind it.
サトシ君の貯金が当日すべて本人によって下ろされていることが分かりました。方々をいろいろと調べた結果、その貯金を資金に東京の方に行ったんではないかということになりました。
東京？何しに？
家出としか言いようがないじゃないですか。
自分が逃げ出すための資金をコツコツと貯めて、そこまでは勝手ですよ。でもサトコを置いていくことはないじゃないですか。
See, I'm kind of willing to cut Satoshi a little more slack here, because in the end, he was also being abused. I mean, yeah, kind of selfish, but he was also being abused the same way Satoko was. So I could cut him a little bit of slack for building up savings and then leaving to go to Tokyo, if that's indeed what happened. But here's the thing. You'd hope that he would go to Tokyo in some plan to free Satoko from her uncle and aunt's grasp. If that is indeed the case. If.
同じ家出するならサトコも連れて行くべきだった。
Even now, Coach was still calm. He wasn't trying to pour any oil on the fire of my anger at all. He just waited until my anger naturally subsided. After listening to gravel being crushed under the wheels for a little while, Coach spoke abruptly.
察してください。
That's quite possible he just disappeared at the train station. I don't know. There have been some conflicting reports about what actually happened.
置いていかれたサトコちゃんも同じ考えに至ったんです。
I'm a burden on my brother, and that's why he abandoned me. He didn't take her with him when she left. How terrible must Satoko have felt being betrayed by the brother she loved so much.
でもサトコちゃんはとても強い人でした。もちろん親しい友人たちの支えもあってのことでしたが、ああして笑顔を取り戻すことができました。
Oh, it can't get any worse, huh? Welcome to Higurashi. It will soon try to prove you wrong. I recalled how Satoko had spoken of Satoshi so brightly when I was eating dinner with her and Rika-chan a few days ago. At the time, I didn't think any more of it than how pleasant their sibling love had been. But now that I did think about it, I realized it was like she was peering into the distance from atop a pile of tragic perseverance.
サトシ君はきっと帰ってくる。その時までにお荷物じゃなくなった自分を見てほしいって。
サトコはお荷物なんかじゃないですよ。あいつ俺なんかよりよっぽど生活力はあるし、大抵のことは何だってできる。そりゃ レナやリカちゃんなんかと比べれば劣る点はたくさんあるかもしれないけど、そこいらのやつよりよっぽど一人前ですよ。
サトシ君がいつ帰ってきてもいいように、そういう風になれるよう努力した結果です。涙ぐましい努力があったんですよ。
While she lived with Rika-chan, while Rika-chan taught her how to handle everything flawlessly, all that so she could welcome back Satoshi at any time, so that she could show him she wasn't ashamed.
で、そのサトシはいつ帰ってくるんですか？
I asked Coach, but knew he wouldn't be able to answer. In any case, Satoshi ran away. He left Satoko and ran away from Hinamizawa. Someone said that when you leave Hinamizawa and run away, Oyashiro-sama's curse gets you, right? Then that made sense. Satoshi running away and his disappearance, that would obviously mean people thought it was the curse, right? And they could smile, as though it were his own fault, as though he got what he deserved. Hey, Oyashiro-sama, whoever you are, Satoshi didn't vanish because he ran away. You demoned him away with your curse, didn't you? If that's not what happened, then I couldn't forgive him.
サトシはいつ頃逃げ出したんですか？
去年の綿流しのお祭りの夜、おばが異常者に殺されて、その数日後のサトコちゃんの誕生日にです。
Ow!
サトコの誕生日に？
Ow! I slammed my hands on the dashboard in front of me with all my might. Satoshi, of all the days he could have chosen to run away. Their aunt just died a few days before, didn't she? All your days of suffering were about to end, weren't they? You were just about to start thinking about a new life, weren't you? It's wrong to be happy about someone dying, but for Satoko and her brother, her birthday had come at a critical turning point. Their mean uncle had fled town and the siblings would be left alone. They should have been able to be happy about that. On Satoko's birthday. Satoko was probably waiting for her brother to return the whole time. Waiting for her brother to return when he never did. Waiting with bated breath for her brother to return. Her hopes and dreams of a new life to come growing ever larger. But no matter how long she waited, he didn't come back. He didn't even contact her. Satoko, trembling in anticipation of a great present. Just when? When would she have to face the cold, terrible truth? Satoshi, you fucking idiot! I could feel my blood rising to my head and my anger at Satoshi. I was frustrated. Yeah, it's a pretty good bet he didn't actually run away. I was aggravated. I couldn't forgive him. Satoko still respected and adored her brother, and yet he so heartlessly betrayed her. Such a person wouldn't just come back now when he was most needed. Yeah, no one would protect her. Not even her real brother Satoshi.
だからあなたがニーニーだと認めてもらえて嬉しかったです。
え？
私もサトコちゃんの幸せを祈る一人ですが、社会的立場があり、日中は仕事をしている身です。
Yeah, it's a good bet he didn't leave willingly. Really good bet.
私がサトコちゃんのために割いてあげられる時間は少ない。
See, here's the thing. From the way everyone's talked about him, he was good. He probably did withdraw all his money. He probably did hop on a train, but he was probably taking that train to a place where he could buy that freaking stuffed animal and come back. But he never made it. That's the vibe I'm getting here. That is the vibe. And there's a pretty freaking good chance that he was just mugged and killed.
でもあなたは違います。学校で生活を共にし、さとこちゃんやさとしくんとも年はほとんど離れていない。
Well, here's the thing. They're still not speaking of him as a dead person.
あなたは自分ができることに限りがあると思っていますが、それでも私よりはずっとさとこちゃんに手を差し伸べられる場所にいるのです。
Oh, God damn it, Doc.
だから私の分までさとこちゃんの力になってあげてほしい。
You're relying on Keiichi here.
そう願っています。
そんなことは監督だって。
もちろん年季のある私だからこそできる助けだっていろいろあると思います。同じようにあなたにしかできない助けだってあるということです。私たちは互いにそれを全うすべきだと申し上げたいのです。
Was that a little too complicated? Coach added that, but I shook my head in response. Yeah, relying on Keiichi. That's not gonna get him killed in any way, shape, or form for the third time. When I heard him say he had job skilled, it reminded me that he was an adult, in a different position from all of us. Maybe I should ask him about it.
あ、監督は法律とか詳しいですか？
いえ、平均的に疎いですが、何か。
I thought back to when I argued with Mion and the others about Satoko. Our children's argument had only left us with the conclusion that we had to wait and see, but what would an adult think?
児童福祉法でしたっけ？児童の安全を確保するために緊急措置として親子を分離させるという方法があるそうです。
緊急措置？じゃあすぐにサトコを叔父の元から救い出せるということじゃないですか。
サトコちゃんがそれを望まないかもしれません。
サトコが望まない？どうして？
Coach didn't answer me. I didn't know why he didn't. It was clear as day that Satoko's uncle was being violent and treating her like a slave. So then why? I clamped down on my frenzied emotions and waited intently for Coach to answer. But he never did. It wasn't like he was pretending he hadn't heard me. If I had to say, it was more like he wanted to explain but couldn't put it into the right words.
サトコちゃんは多分そういう仕打ちに耐えるのを試練だと考えているかもしれません。
Sadly, that's a little too accurate for a good cure cases.
試練？変な宗教じゃあるまいし。
ご存知と思いますが、サトシ君はサトコちゃんをずっとかばってきました。サトコちゃんもずっとサトシ君に頼ってきました。甘えてきたと言うべきかもしれません。
I'd known for a while that Satoshi had always protected Satoko from their aunt and uncle. But that was his duty as an older brother, not something to worry about.
それがトラウマになったかもしれないんですよ。自分が兄にもたれかかりすぎたから、兄が自分を嫌ってしまったんではないかってね。
And for Satoko, the current situation was a retelling of the story of a little over a year ago. But this time, Satoshi wasn't here.
だから 誰にも頼らずに自分の力だけで試練を乗り越えたい。
I wonder if the plot twist is going to come in the fact that Satoshi himself murdered their aunt with a baseball bat and managed to frame the hobo. I wonder if that's going to be it.
そういう力を身につけなければサトシ君は帰ってこない、そういう考えになっていると私は考えます。
Now that he mentioned it, Satoko had never said a word how hard it had been before. I figured she was being threatened to not talk about it,
みんなと
but
相談して児童相談所とかに通報すべきかなんて話をしてました。
聞いてますよね。昨年も福祉士さんがサトコちゃんのところに行ってるのは。
yeah, you see, you understand that this is not a trial. I understand this is not a trial. Keiichi understands it. Even Coach understands it. But, Satoko is traumatized. Satoko is an abuse victim. Probably doesn't quite see the world the same way we do.
はい。結局様子見で余計にいじめられたって話も。
あれ、サトコちゃんが自分で通報したらしいんです。
Huh.
で、その結果、余計いじめが水面下へ移行してエスカレートした。サトコちゃんに降りかかるいじめも増え、それをかばうサトシ君の負担も著しく増えた。
ひょっとしてサトコ、それ通報した自分の責任だなんて思ってるんじゃ。
She's definitely thinking it's her own fault. I don't think there's going to be any question about this. Coach nodded quietly.
多分サトコちゃんに通報の話をするととても嫌がるか、その必要はないと強がりを言うと思います。サトコちゃんに内緒で通報したとしても、福祉士に対して自分は虐待を受けていないと言い張るでしょうね。
Satoko always acts tough and doesn't readily admit defeat, so I could imagine that easily.
一応児童相談所には裁判所の許可も当事者の許可も一切不要で緊急措置ができる強い権限があるんだそうです。虐待が公然の事実ならサトコちゃんが否定しても身柄は強制的に保護されるでしょう。それはサトコちゃんにとっては負けを意味するものなのかもしれませんが。
勝ち負けの問題じゃないですよ。
Yeah, I was about to say, she might see it as losing, but this is not a game of winning or losing. I mean, funny to talk about this, but yeah, the abuse victim's pride here is causing a lot more harm than good.
サトコは現実に。
話を折りますが、身柄が保護されると所定の施設に送致されます。そうするとですね、そこで暮らすことになるので、つまり引っ越しということになります。
So we are getting one step closer to Keiichi trying to convince his parents to adopt Satoko. Yes, it is very difficult to help someone who is doing everything they can to resist that help for whatever reason. Very difficult.
ですから学区変更で転校にもなります。
転校は
Doesn't mean you stop
仕
trying.
方ないです。それであいつが保護されるなら。
サトコちゃんはその辺の事情も知っています。だからますます保護を望みません。
どうして？
あの家でサトシ君の帰りを待つのがサトコちゃんの生きる理由でもあります。兄に捨てられた少女が何に生きる理由を見出したか、 あなたのでなく、聡子ちゃんの価値観で考えてあげてください。
うん。
I felt like he was trying to confuse me with that hard-to-understand, roundabout way of talking so unique to adults. The point was that I couldn't do anything about Satoko wanting to stay in that house, and that I should watch until she gives in. In the end, no matter what I said, Coach himself was saying to wait and see.
俺はわかりませんよ。
はい。
俺は本当に聡子が危ないと感じたら誰の意思も聞かずに行動します。その結果、聡子は不快な思いをして俺を恨むことがあるかもしれないけど、最終的にはそれが聡子の幸せにつながると信じます。
Coach turned to me and gazed fixedly into my eyes. It was written all over his face. He was shocked at what such a young kid had said.
どうしてあなたはそこまで。
Coach, no, rather normal adults, might not have understood. So I taught him the creed and the values I believed in.
聡子は俺の仲間だから。そして俺は聡子のニーニーだから。では、理由は足りませんか？
I stared at him with a will strong and unbreakable as steel as his eyes betrayed a tiny bit of unrest.
いえ、足りないなんてことはありません。
We were silent for a little while until finally, Coach said only that.
誓ったじゃないですか、俺たち。
すみません。
聡子を絶対に泣かせないって。
We made a vow on that day of the barbecue party. I didn't think about it hard at all, but Coach and I still made a promise that we would never let Satoko cry. Coach gave a dry grin of regret, immediately apologizing for not remembering. One way or another, when he grinned like that, it made me think that his enthusiasm for saving Satoko was a tiny bit smaller than mine. He lightly hit the brakes, making a skidding noise, and leaned forward.
ひょっとして前原さんのお家ってあれですか？ああ、前原屋敷が前原さんのお家だったんですね。
Before I knew it, we were almost to my house. Yeah. Case file 31. What, you wanna bet that's the welfare workers? Oh good, the achievement is a sake bottle with plain to see. Yeah, perverted side aside, he actually does care. December 1st, 1981. Prefecture Juvenile Welfare Division Report. Do not view, do not duplicate. Case 31, November 20. Satoko Hojo, blank years old. Residence, blank Hinamizawa Village, Shishibuni. 1. Consultation circumstances. Anonymous telephone SOS of child abuse. 2. Abuse situation. Anonymous claims that a female child is suffering physical abuse by adoptive parents or guardians. 3. Family and structure. Family structure. Circle marks abusers. Circle, adoptive father. Circle, adoptive mother. Older brother, child in question. Note, in June 1980, the child's parents died in an accident and she was given to her uncle on her father's side, her father's younger brother. 4. Child Consultation Center's response. On the day of the anonymous telephone consultation, the center called the child's school and asked of its situation. The next day, the welfare officer on duty visited the child's home and heard what they had to say. Both adoptive parents agreed to the center's coaching. Contacted Anti-Abuse Network in the city. As part of this suggested coaching, a district welfare officer in the area began visiting for coaching at fixed intervals. The scrawled note below was stapled to the report. Related information from former official Mr. W. Refer to 1977 document D2-3, number 44. As Chief Investigator F from the City Education Consultation Offices, he is well informed about it. So the system broke down for Satoko. Not good, not good. So there we go. Yeah, visiting at fixed intervals, it's kind of pointless if they can predict when you're going to come do your investigation. It's definitely not helpful. You should probably randomize visits just to, so if nothing else, if they are abusers, they're scared to do anything because you may just catch them randomly. Yeah, the difficulty in this chapter jumped up a notch or two. Difficulty in this did indeed jump considerably. Yeah, this one is sapping the will out of me. It's probably the best written so far out of the 3 chapters. This one is probably the best written. But it's doing a number on me. Especially since, and I'm not going to go into any details here, I have a lot more personal, I can relate to this one on a much more personal level than I could the first 2. And no, I'm not going to go into that here. But yeah. This one's kinda hitting the mark for me. But in any event, it's just about time to wrap up the stream. I'm going to say that next Saturday, I may or may not stream. If I do stream, it will likely be a little later in the day, because we are celebrating my daughter's birthday next weekend. It is not her birthday, but I can't exactly go out and do anything on her birthday, so we're moving her birthday celebration to a weekend. So we are going to be going out. And I don't know what time we will be back home to actually do the streamings of more Higurashi. If it is not too late in the afternoon, we will pick this up again next Saturday. But if it starts to get into 6, 7, maybe 8 o'clock, if it starts to get back into the old stream times, I'm going to have to say, yeah, we'll pass on that and just, have the Sunday stream. And tomorrow, we will resume with our playthrough of Mother 3. Since, things have kind of gone back to a very bad state for Lucas. We kind of need to get the band back together, so to speak. It's going to be kind of hard for him to take on the final boss with no party members. I'm just saying. Oh, good. Now it's when Well, now is a good time for it to cut out. Anyway, take care, folks. Thank you so much for joining with me and doing the chatting thing while I played through more Higurashi. I will see you again tomorrow, maybe. Probably next week. But for now, I'm going to turn the music back on and get ready to do other things that do not involve playing video games. I will probably play video games later too, just saying. But anyway, take care everyone. I will see you around. Later all.